Namaste. I'm Mata Urmila Devi.
Namaste, Mataji Urmila Devi. Do you see a difference between the female and the male spiritual paths? And do you think that it's more difficult for a woman to be a spiritual teacher than it is for a man?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I am a woman. I'm very proud of it, that I'm a woman. And I never thought for a single moment, if I was a man, then I would be more successful, or if I was a man, I will have a better evolution. This thought never crept into my mind. I think that it has to do very much with ourselves. When we go deep in the spiritual wisdom and we realize who we are, then this identification anyway falls off. Whether you are in a female body or you are in a male body, I think it's more the quality that you attain or the quality that you are representing. It's not the question of a man or a woman. In my opinion, if a woman is capable of delivering the authentic wisdom, if a woman is capable of living that, if a woman has understood 100% what is spirituality and lives from that space of that big mind, I don't think that there is any impediment being a woman. There is a lack of women teachers, rather.
In ancient spiritual traditions, women and men were often separated from each other, so that males were having a male teacher and females were having a female teacher. What was the purpose of this separation?
It depends, not necessarily. Women also had male teachers and men also had women teachers. See, just the last century, it was Anandamayi Ma. There were so many men coming to her. So it is not, I don't think that it was so strongly separated. But generally in the ashrams, everyone who comes to an ashram has not yet overcome the desires and the temptations. One comes to an ashram for coming over all those things. So that's why in the beginning it is important that the separation is there. I don't think that there is such a separation between the male spirituality or the female spirituality. Because this male and female identification is of our body. Spirituality means that we go above the body. We go beyond the body. We start looking beyond the body and not just get stuck with it. And of course, we call in India, we don't call earth, we call it Mother Earth. Even Ganges, our rivers, they all have female names, and they all are called Mother Ganges, for example, Mother Saraswati, Mother Kaveri, Mother Yamuna. All these names our rivers have, and mountain is seen as male, but all within in sovereignty of spirituality. So I am grown up in that kind of environment, that nothing was outside divinity. In India we even worship trees, we worship certain plants, we worship also animals, which sometimes is difficult to understand by non-Indians who are not grown in that culture. And it is only for that not only a god idol you worship or a goddess ideal you worship, but you just see that divinity, whether a god or a goddess, in that what you are having all around. And the women are also called, the housewives are called Graha Lakshmi. That means the Lakshmi of the house. And it is said that if in a family the Graha Lakshmi, the woman of the house, is not respected, in that house the Lakshmi will also not reside, and the blessings of the angels will also not be there in that house.
In India, the Mother Goddess is worshipped in so many different forms and aspects. On the contrary, in the West, at least in Christianity, God is a male, and there are no aspects of the Divine Mother Goddess the way we find them in India. Do you think that this might be one of the main reasons why people from the West find Indian spiritual paths so attractive?
If we look from the higher point of view, if we look from the eyes of the rishis, then each woman is the embodiment of the Mother Divine. And therefore also we have got the Mother Divine in different aspects. These are just the different aspects of the divinity which are carrying that nurturing quality, which are carrying that beauty quality, which are carrying that warmth. Because there is a difference between father and mother. Children are more afraid of their father than of the mother, because they know that mother will accept finally, because her heart is very soft, it will melt. And the same is told in the spirituality. Worship Mother Divine and you will attain faster what you are looking for, because her heart will melt. So some people, there is a belief like this, and it is just beautiful. You know, Indian temples are there, these images are there, so that our mind can rest. Our mind sees all that beauty and starts looking at the beauty with honor. If a mind is looking at beauty with the tendencies of consuming it or using it, then it may create problems in the society. I mean, we are seeing so many problems, and also the relationship problems are based on that. If the man is able to see also the divinity in his spouse, and the woman is also able to see the divinity in her spouse, then there will be less problems among a relationship. So that is why these all things were created. Mother Divine and different gods, Vishnu, Krishna, Shiva, and many other, Rama, Hanuman, Ganesha. These all symbolize different qualities of our own consciousness.
What is the difference between goddesses like Kali and Parvati? What do they symbolize? Are they different aspects of the same female energy, or are they opposed to each other?
See, what is hidden behind the darkness? It's light. And Kali's image is there to lose fear, number one, and to go through that fear and come to a point that there also you see divinity. What do you find behind her? Also divinity. And Kali is carrying a head in the hand, sword in the other hand. All these symbols are so that the head means ego, the slayer of ego. Kali is the slayer of ego, and the hands hang as her skirt. That means the doership. So all these things, if we can understand all these pictures and all these gods and goddesses, if we can understand it in their deep meaning, then we know, okay. So once you are in wisdom, the important thing is that people go into this wisdom of spirituality. And if they have that wisdom, then this whole world, including all these images and everything, just becomes a beautiful play of divinity. I see it this way. But we have to start somewhere. So in the beginning phase, we take them, they are separate from us. Kali is separate from me, Durga is separate from me, Parvati is separate from me. These are all just different qualities of the same femininity, the same female energy, which is nurturing, which is carrying life, and which is present all over in this nature and also all over in the form of women.